So, what do these three films have in common? Well, they all had about the same chance of winning Best Picture, and I'll tell you why.
Talk, shop, pop, movies.
Ahoy there, this is Derek, the Convicted Cinephile, and if you're a convicted cinephile yourself, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel down below. On my channel, I like to talk, shop, and pop open, that is, movies and physical media. And today I'm doing something a little different, still Oscar related though, of course. Come on, it's Oscar season, you gotta do Oscars, right? But I'm going to be talking about Barbie, most specifically, and why it is the same as both Top Gun Maverick and Black Panther. Yes, they're all very different movies, but the one thing they all have in common is that they were the big, massive blockbuster of the year that ended up getting nominated for a plethora of awards. But the awards they got nominated for are very comparable in some cases, and their chances of winning are the same as well. So, the interesting thing about all three of them is that none of them were nominated for Best Director, despite two of the three, Barbie and Top Gun Maverick, being nominated for the Directors Guild of America. Ryan Coogler was never nominated for anything televised or important for Best Director for Black Panther, but it's a comic book movie. I kind of see why. Honestly, it's a fairly straightforward comic book movie, in my opinion. It's just a little better than average. Two of the three of them were nominated for Best Adapted Screenplay, Barbie and Top Gun yet again. Black Panther was not, but it was probably very, very close. Probably closest out of any MCU movie, at least. I wouldn't say it should have been the first nominated. I think Guardians of the Galaxy should have gotten that honor, personally. But Black Panther was probably pretty darn close to getting in for Best Adapted Screenplay that year. And they were all nominated in 7 different categories. And I know what you're thinking. But Derek, Barbie has 8 Oscar nominations. That's true, but 2 of them are in song, and you can't win both unless they tie, which would be weird. But either way, it can only win in 7 categories, in theory. So it's kind of funny. I thought it was a funny comparison, these 3 movies. I was originally just going to do Top Gun and Barbie, because it just came out last year, and they were more similar in the above the line categories. But then I thought to myself, Black Panther is even more similar to Barbie in the below the line categories, so I threw that in here as well. So Barbie is nominated for the 8 following things in 7 categories. Best Music Original Song for I'm Just Ken. Best Music Original Song yet again for What Was I Made For. Best Motion Picture of the Year. Best Performance by an Actress in a Supporting Role. Best Performance by an Actor in a Supporting Role. Best Adapted Screenplay. Best Achievement in Production Design, and Best Achievement in Costume Design. Nothing to sneeze at. 8 Oscar nominations is amazing. And unlike the other 2 films, this at least has acting nominations. Some people were hoping Tom Cruise was going to get in, but there's another comparison between the 2. Both of its stars got snubbed. I would say Margot Robbie got snubbed a lot more. I would say that is a snub because she was nominated for all the precursors and then missed at the last minute. Tom Cruise was just kind of like a hope diction everyone had that he would get in for lead actor for Top Gun Maverick, but honestly, that was never going to happen in my opinion. But hey, it would have been kind of cool. And both of them were nominated as producers in Best Picture. So there you go. They were nominated, even though they were nominated for acting. What a coinkydink. It's almost like that's the point of the video. Just to keep things as chronological as possible, I'll go to Top Gun next. Well, reverse chronological, I guess. It was nominated for Best Achievement in Film Editing, Best Achievement in Music, written for motion picture, for Best Song. So there's the comparison with Barbie. It was also nominated for Best Song. It was nominated for Best Sound, which is the only thing it won. At least it got something. That was cool. Best Achievement in Visual Effects. Best Motion Picture of the Year, which its lead actor was nominated as a producer in, like I said. And Best Adapted Screenplay, which I mentioned already. It had a massive, massive snub in the cinematography category, which I think it deserved to be nominated. I was personally kind of happy that it wasn't, just because I wanted All Quiet on the Western Front to win, which it did, and I had a feeling that if Top Gun got in, it would win, despite missing here and there. So it's kind of like I could feel like a dick kind of saying like I'm glad it got snubbed, so the movie I prefer got in, but it genuinely did deserve to get nominated for best cinematography. And if it would have won, I would have been like, cool, it's deserving nonetheless. That's just me being petty. Black Panther, like I said, was a little more similar in the below the line categories with Barbie, where it was nominated and won for best original score for Ludwig Göransson, who's going to win again this year for Oppenheimer. Just thought I'd throw that out there. Best original song again. So all three of these were nominated for best song because these big blockbuster movies have nice big fancy pop songs that get played on the radio and they get nominated usually. It was nominated, of course, for best motion picture of the year. And like Barbie, it was nominated for best production design and best costumes, both of which it won. Those are the only two other things besides song that Barbie has a snowball's chance in hell of winning at the Oscars. So it could be like Top Gun and lose everything except Best Song, winning only one category, or it could do exactly, more or less, what Black Panther did and win 3 awards, 2 of which being for production design and costume design, and 1 of which being for a music category, song instead of score. And Black Panther was also nominated for both sound mixing and sound editing, which Top Gun won. But it won the Best Sound Award because they merged the 2 categories. So what do you think? Do you think Barbie is just going to be another Black Panther or Top Gun where the only thing it could win is Best Song and maybe some art direction and production design wins? Do you think it has a chance of winning an above the line award like Best Picture or even adapted screenplay? That's probably its best shot of getting anything above the line, but it really, in my opinion, does not deserve it, and I don't think it's going to. It hasn't really won an important screenplay award, and the WGA awards aren't until after the Oscars this year. So, like, it doesn't even matter as far as a precursor goes. And once we saw American Fiction win at adapted screenplay at the BAFTAs the other day, and that was its only nomination at the BAFTAs. That shows how strong it really is in that category. And if it can win in the BAFTAs there, I think it's pretty much a shoe-in at the Oscars at this point. Barbie's going to give it competition since it's moving to that category, but if it's that strong, I don't think it's going to matter. I think Barbie is just going to end up just like the other two, Black Panther and Top Gun Maverick, being the big, splashy Hollywood movie that everyone loves that comes out that year and makes a gajillion dollars. That's its trophy. It's gajillion dollars. That's all it needs to win. If it has crafts that are deserving beyond that, excellente. Top Gun deserved its win for Best Sound, and it definitely was up there for Best Editing and Cinematography despite not being nominated. Black Panther deserved its best score and its costume design wins from Ruth Carter and the art director win. That was also good. Are they my personal favorites? Not necessarily, but they're good wins. Those are the kind of wins these blockbusters deserve. They don't deserve to win Best Picture just because they're popular. I don't mean this video to get into that territory, but these movies being nominated and winning awards is why there is no need for a popular award at the Oscars. The Golden Globes did it this year, and it was a joke. Despite a good movie winning it, which was Barbie, everyone knew it was going to be Barbie, and that's the only thing it won, I think, wasn't it? I can't even remember now. I think it won song, but that doesn't count. Everyone knows it's going to win song. What do you think Barbie is going to end up winning? Is it going to win one award like Top Gun, which is going to be Best Original Song? Could be either of them, honestly, at this point. I would lean toward What Was I Made For? Because that is the hit on the radio song that everyone likes. And it's honestly like a better song outside of the movie. Or is it going to be a little bit luckier and be just like Black Panther and win its art direction and production design awards and a music category? I think it's going to go one of two ways. But just like the other two, none of them are going to end up winning Best Picture. That's all I wanted to bullshit about today. I just had this idea earlier and wanted to throw it out before I forgot everything I wanted to say because I'm good at that. The SAG Awards, speaking of award shows, is this Saturday. I will be watching that, of course. It's on Netflix. No one has an excuse not to watch it. It's a nice, easy show. It's only, 6 film categories. I just put out my final predictions yesterday for the SAG Awards. Take a look at that. It's not too long of a video. It's about 10 minutes long, and that's with me rambling. So it's pretty good. And then check out my BAFTA reactions I did a couple days before that. And I will do a post-SAG winners show of some sort. If I have time, I'll do maybe a post-show live stream. Otherwise, I will do a video the next day showing my reactions. I'll at least record those when they happen. and what I think it means for the Oscars, just like I did for the BAFTAs. And then I will give my final Oscar predictions after that, because once the BAFTAs and the SAGs have spoken, and the Producers Guild, which is this Saturday, the Oscar picture will be much clearer. So once again, my name is Derek, the Convicted Cinephile. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.
Talk, shop, pop, movies.